Hello friends, and welcome to your FriYay Pick a card video. I hope you are well, and I hope you've had a good week, and I hope you have arrived at Friday in a good frame of mind. I say that because I have noticed with so many clients that keeping a good frame of mind is quite difficult at the moment. We're all stressed. We're all feeling frustrated. I think that's really the energy that's been coming through this week, is the frustration. We're all so eager and ready and desperate to get back to normal, whatever normal is. So we're all feeling very frustrated that we are stuck, trapped, unable to do the things that we want to do. So I hope your frustration levels are not up there, but somewhere over here, a little bit more manageable place. So today I am trying to make it exciting and trying to make it fun for you. So I have got a tarot deck, I've got an oracle deck, and I have my tea leaf fortune cards. So we're going to use a combination of these to get some really awesome messages for each one of you today. So you know the drill. You know what you have to do. First of all, those of you who are finding my video and finding me for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay with us, and I hope you come back many more times. I do videos on a Friday, and it's generally a pick a card kind of video on a Friday. On a Monday, I do really short, quick, and to the point kind of tarot scripts. And then once a month, we have a longer, more detailed video per zodiac, giving you guidance and inspiration and what to look out for the month ahead. So all of those videos you'll find on my YouTube. You'll also find them on my website and find them on my blog. Follow me on social media, follow me on YouTube, and hopefully I will inspire you and help you stay motivated to have the best life that you can have. Right, so rambling on enough. On screen now, you will have an image of the bundles that are available to you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Hold it for a brief second and exhale it out. And as you exhale, just allow all your stresses and worries and concerns to evaporate, to breathe them all out and just let them go away. Get yourself into a nice, calm, centered space. And then when you open your eyes and look at the image, one of the bundles, one of them will be drawing you in. One will be sort of feeling a little bit more right than the others. And let that be the bundle that you need. Let that be the bundle that has the exact message of guidance, hope, and inspiration that you need right now. Okay, so how does it work from here? You've chosen your bundle. You know exactly which one you're using. If you are on YouTube, in the description box below, if you click the little show more and you open it up, you will see I have got the timestamp. So it'll say bundle 1 and there will be a time. You can click on that time and it'll take you straight to that portion of the video. Or you can use the little scroll bar and scroll across to that. If you are on my blog, but pause this video, and below that you will have the actual links that you can click that will take you straight to bundle 1, bundle 2, or bundle 3. Okay, so that is it. That is all I have to say. We will go straight into your bundle and we will get awesome messages. I'll see you there. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well, and I hope you are in a good space, and I hope that you are looking forward to your awesome message today. So today I am using my trusted, amazing Seers tarot. Oh, this deck is just, I keep calling it my soul deck. It absolutely is amazing. Its images, the messages it gives, and how it works is just absolutely stunning. So we're going to use Seers to get our tarot messages today, and then I've also got an oracle deck and my tea leaf fortune cards that I'm going to be using as well. So we've got quite a varied variety, and I'm sure the messages are going to be absolutely awesome. Right, so we're starting with the tarot. So we're starting with Seers. I have it, I'm shuffling, I'm setting the intention, and the intention today is that we get a message that really gives us a little bit of hope, a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of guidance, and a little bit of magic, because we all need a little bit of magic in our lives, don't we? Right, so shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's see. So we're looking for one card from there, and let's take that one over there. That looks like a good one. So 2 cards from the tarot today, and the first one we have is the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups is a card of celebration. It's a card of enjoying good times with good people. And we're in lockdown at the moment, so it's really difficult. But one thing that I have noticed is that people are really getting creative in finding ways to connect with their friends. I've had quite a few people say, let's have coffee over Zoom, let's have coffee over Skype, let's connect, let's chat, and let's do stuff. Even though I'm in my home and you're in your home, doesn't mean that we can't. Social media has certainly gone crazy with everybody trying to connect and trying to stay in contact. But this Three of Cups is all about acknowledging and celebrating that is good and positive in your life. So maybe those of you who chose this bundle, maybe this is saying to you that you need to be more focused on what is right and what is positive and what is to be celebrated in your life, instead of focusing on what you don't have. So there's got to be something in your life that you can celebrate right now, something that's working well for you, something that's doing well for you. Let's celebrate and let's focus on that. The second card we have is Judgment. Look at that card. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? So here you can see this lady. She's being completely vulnerable. She's being completely emotional, and she's just allowing her true soul to be set free. Okay, she's just allowing herself to be released, and the soul that's being released, that aspect of her that's being released, is quite different from her that's resting down the bottom here. So Judgment card is all about being truly authentic you, allowing yourself to be you. No judgment, no expectations, no pressure, no, well, you need to be more like that person or less like this person. It's about being authentic. So friends who chose bundle 1, when I look at these two cards together, so we have got the Three of Cups and we have got the Judgment. The Three of Cups is telling you to celebrate, and I am saying celebrate you. Celebrate your true authenticity. Celebrate who you are at the core of your being. You are a phenomenal human being. You're coping with situations at the moment that we've never experienced before. You're doing well. You're doing the best that you can do, and we need to acknowledge and we need to celebrate that. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be yourself. If something's not working for you, if you're unhappy, if you're sad, if you're frustrated, if you're miserable, say so. But at the same time, if you're happy, if you're excited, if you're looking forward to the future, say so. I have noticed at the moment that there's so many people focusing on the doom and the gloom, that those people who are excited are almost embarrassed or almost scared to say so, because we're so afraid that, what are people going to think? We're happy. We're not supposed to be happy. These are bad times we're in. You're not supposed to be happy. Who says? Be happy. I'm one of those people. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm so looking forward to the end result of what we're going through now, because we're each going through change, and we're going to come out of it a completely different version of ourselves. And I, for one, want to be a better version of myself. And I'm sure you do too. And I think that's what this message is allow yourself to become the best version of yourself possible. I like that. So I'm going to, as I do each week, I'm going to leave those in front of me here so that I can see them. And I'm now going to pick up, these cards are quite difficult to handle. They are round, and you can see it's my tea leaf fortune cards. There are 200 of them, so it's quite difficult to shuffle, and you know how badly I am at shuffling. So I have pre-shuffled these. I have given them a little bit of attention before I started the video, but I always like to give a shuffle when I've got your attention. But these are so hard to shuffle. I am destroying them here. So giving them a little bit of a shuffle. Right, I think that's shuffled enough. What I'm now going to do is hold them like this. So let me hold them that way and try and find one from the middle. Let's see what we get. Lightning. And it says to you at the bottom here, it says to you, control your anger or you will be sorry. And I think that, it really ties into what I was saying earlier on. There's this feeling of needing to be angry, needing to be frustrated because everybody else is. And, especially when we go onto social media and we look at how people are responding to our current circumstances, people are getting angry, people are getting frustrated, people are getting irritated with everybody and everything, and with the government and with themselves and with their family, with the lack of this, the lack of that, and the restrictions that are there. And, the previous two cards we had was telling you to celebrate. And it was telling you to celebrate being truly authentic you. And if you are angry, be angry. get it out, say whatever you need to say. I'm not saying put it onto social media, but wherever you need to express yourself. But just be mindful of your reactions to other people. Be mindful of your reactions to your family, because if you are at home with significant other and children and parents and whatever else, you've got to be careful at how we respond to them, that we don't retaliate and be angry at them when it's not their fault. They haven't done anything. They don't possibly deserve your anger, your frustration, and your irritation. So just be mindful. I like that. Lightning. And now what I want to do is I'm now going to take from the Animal Kingdom Oracle, I'm going to draw a card from there to see what the Animal Kingdom has to say to us with regards to our message for today. Let's see. Whoops. Okay, these are shuffled. Let's take that one. Got the fiddler crab, and it says be on guard. So I really think the message is for you. You know, we look at what we have here. We look at this judgment card and this card about being truly authentic you, about realizing who you are, realizing your fear, realizing your excitement, realizing the emotions that you're dealing with. We need to be mindful to not allow our, I wanted to see that you can read there, that your anger, we need to be mindful of our anger and not allow our anger to control us. We need to celebrate. We need to acknowledge that we want to be with our friends. We want to be with our family. We want to connect with people. But at the same time, we need to be on guard about our emotions. Water is the element of emotion, and we need to be mindful of our emotions. We need to make sure that our emotions are in check and that we are living our true, authentic self. All right. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 1, there is your message. I hope it resonates with you and I hope it feels good. Please, can you show me some love? Click the like button below. Show me some love. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. It really does help. And every like and comment that I get helps the channel to grow and helps the channel to reach more people. So please, I do value and appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the loves, and all the attention. With love and blessings from my heart to yours until we do this again next week. You take care. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are all well and I hope you are all happy. Today we are using tarot, an oracle deck, and my tea leaf fortune cards. I have pre-shuffled them, but I always like to shuffle when I've got you on screen. Today we're hoping to get some messages that are really going to inspire you, give you some motivation, give you some guidance, and bring a little bit of magic into your life, because we all need a little bit of magic, don't we? All right. So friends, you have chosen bundle 2, and oh, I never said, so this is the first deck I'm using is my awesome soul deck, Light Seers Tarot. That's going to be our tarot deck, and then I have got an oracle deck, and as I said, the tea leaf fortune cards as well. So we're shuffling to give you the best message that we can. Let's see what we get from our tarot deck. So we're going to take that card over there and one from this end over here. So right, all of you who chose bundle 2, the first card we have is the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is typically what I like to call, it's the card of hard work. It's the card of, you know, putting your whole heart and soul and effort into working and to achieving all your goals and to achieving everything that you are aspiring to achieve. It's about not letting challenges and obstacles get in the way. It's about being so focused on work, on achieving, and on doing everything that you need to do. Often when we neglect ourselves, okay, we're working so hard that we forget about the self. We forget that we have an emotional side. We forget that we have a romantic side in all of these. We're just so focused and obsessed on working. So it has the good aspect in that it means that there's hard work that will pay off for you, but there's also that other side that says don't forget about you. Okay, so that's the first card that we get. The second card that we get is the 2 of Swords. So look at her. She's got the blindfold. She's got these birds that are sort of putting a string or whatever around her, and she's fighting it all off, and she doesn't quite know what's going on. So it's a case of her not seeing what's right there in front of her. So she's so busy fighting off the string and fighting off the bird, she hasn't realized that she can actually lift the blindfold. So it's also, this card is telling you that you can't see everything that's happening right in front of your eyes. It's either you can't see it because you can't see it because of the restriction, or because you don't want to see it. So friends who chose bundle 2, let's have a look at these two together. So it's interesting how they both are about achieving something without thinking about the consequences for the individual, for the self. So clearly, all of you who chose bundle 2 are working really hard, are just go, 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 with no thought about you, no thought about what you need, what your requirements are, what's going on in your life right now. You know, the fact that we have this 2 of Swords here might indicate that you've got some personal struggles that are happening in the head or happening in the heart, but you're sort of like, I can't deal with that right now. I need to just work. I need to just achieve. I need to just keep going. And I think the message from these 2 cards is really saying to you is that we need to recognize, we need to be honest with ourselves, with what is happening within the self, and not ignore that. We yes, you've got things to do, and yes, we want to just keep busy. We don't want to just sit and be in a royal mess in a puddle on the floor, but we need balance. Okay, we need to recognize that we are going through something. We need to recognize that there is pain, there is suffering, there is anguish, there is frustration, there's anger, there's all of those kind of emotions that are happening around you. Just being the workaholic, just being that person who gets up every day and robotically gets on with stuff, is not helping you to deal and not helping you to process. And I do think this is telling you that the situation is getting worse. The situation's not getting any better. The situation's getting worse. So we need to recognize our limits. We need to recognize our boundaries, and we need to not put that additional kind of pressure on ourselves. Okay. I'm going to leave these 2 cards in front of me on the table so that I can see them. And we're now going to turn to, I forget the order, so we're just going to do this one. So we're now going to turn to the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards to see what the Animal Kingdom message they have for you today as well, in line with what we have already covered. So I do think I've got the order wrong. I think in my original planning, I was supposed to do the tea leaf cards now and then this at the end. So we're shaking it up a little bit. Why not? Right. Cards are shuffled. Let's see what the Animal Kingdom has to say to you. I love this. You've got the rainbow serpent, the rainbow snake, and the message at the bottom, it says, take it to the next level. You know, and I do think this is quite an appropriate message for the 2 cards that we've already had. You know, when we have our own personal struggles, society puts this kind of pressure on us to suck it up, to deal with it, and to move on. Okay, society has this habit of doing that, but I think what it's saying to you is that you need to take it to the next level. You need to elevate yourself and realize that you are important, you are significant. Put you first. Elevate. When it says take it to the next level, it's taking you to the next level, not what you do, not your function, not the expectations on you, but you. Take you to the next level and realize that you are important. You cannot carry on working. You cannot carry on achieving the things that you need to achieve if you don't take care of the self. Okay? So we need to remove the blindfold. We need to remove the blindfold. We need to shoot the crows away that are bugging us in our heads, and we need to realize it's time to shed our skin as the snakes do and to take it to the next level, because there's so much work. Where's my work card? There's so much work for you to do. There's so much that you need to achieve. There's so much that you need to do. But if you are just anxious and nervous and stressed and whatever, how are you going to do that? So the work needs to carry on. It will carry on. We need to let go of our fears and go of our anxieties. We need to shed our skin, and we need to take it to the next level. But it all starts with you. It's not an external thing that needs to happen. It's an internal thing. You need to shed your skin so that you can become this beautiful rainbow serpent. I wish you could see the colors. They're absolutely gorgeous. Need to be the rainbow serpent, and you need to take you, allow you to go to the next level. Alrighty. So now the next cards are these tea leaf fortune cards. There are 200 of them. Shuffling these are a nightmare for me. Uh, I'm such a bad shuffler as it is, but these ones, because they're round, it's even more difficult. So let's see how we do. They have been shuffled before I started with the videos, but I do like to shuffle as I have your attention and as I have you right here in front of me. Okay, so these cards generally just have a symbol on with a bit of an explanation. So let's see what we get. I'm going to hold it like that and try and grab one without dropping them all over the floor. So you got the tulip, and the message at the bottom is great passion. And I think that makes absolute sense, because to work this hard, to put this much effort into everything that you do, you have to have great passion. You have to truly believe in what you're doing. So to be this, I'm gonna label you the workaholic. I'm gonna label you the person who doesn't stop under any circumstances, even if you're blindfolded, even if you've got all this crow chaos happening in your head. Understand that you operate with such great passion. You are such a strong, passionate being. And again, when you are passionate about a cause, when you are passionate about the work that you do, when you are passionate about that, we often neglect, again, the self. We often neglect the self. Okay, so these messages, these cards, they all tie in so beautifully. So those of you who chose this bundle, those of you who chose bundle 2, please know that you need to start putting you first, taking a little bit of time for you to remove the blindfold, get rid of the crows, recognize that you need to shed your skin, you need to take it up to the next level, you need to, so that you can continue being as passionate and as enthusiastic as you have been in the past to make your life better. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 2, that's your message. Thank you so much. Please, if this message resonated with you, if you enjoyed it, please show me some love by giving me a thumbs up. Show me some love. And please remember that if you do like or comment on this video, it does help my channel to reach more people. The algorithms of social media, the more people that comment, like, watch, connect with, the more people it shows it to. So if you like my work and if you want to support my work, all you have to do is give me a thumbs up and a little positive comment in the message below. With love and blessings from my heart to yours until we do this again next week. You take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well. So today I am using my amazing soul deck, the Light Seers Tarot, and I am also going to be using my Tea Leaf Fortune cards, and I have an Animal Oracle, Animal Kingdom Oracle cards as well. So hopefully we're going to get some really awesome messages that are going to inspire you, guide you, give you the guidance, give you the hope, give you the inspiration that you need, as well as a little bit of magic. I've added magic today. I'm feeling like we all need a little bit of magic in our lives right now. So let's hope that the message that comes through for you today is exactly that. All right, friends, I am throwing the cards all over the table, as I do, customary in my bad shuffling abilities. So I have shuffled the cards before I started with the recordings, but obviously I like to shuffle when I have you here in front of me and I have your attention, just to make sure that we are setting the right intentions that are needed. Okay, let's put the cards together. And I'm going to take one from there, and I'm going to take one from over there. So you chose bundle 3, and the first card we have for bundle 3 is the King of Swords. King of Swords, I think it's one of my favorite cards because he's really strong, he's courageous, he's brave, he's authoritarian, he's got all of that strength going for him, but he hasn't lost his soft side. He doesn't look like he's very approachable, but I think if you were brave enough to approach him, you would see that he's not so cold-hearted. He's actually quite warm. So I get a lot of warmth with him. And of course, I love all the birds. He's got bats, he's got the crow, he's got the owl. There's all sorts of insects and nunus and critters and creatures, but all flying, because swords is all about our thinking, our thoughts, and the stuff that happens in our head. And he is in control of that. So immediately what I'm sensing with this is that the message for each one of you here today is we need to get in control of what's happening here. Is your mind running away with you? Is it playing tricks on you? Are you stressing? Are you thinking the worst? Are you going to the dark side? Okay, is really the kind of thoughts that I want to say. And with the King of Swords, he's basically saying to you, be in control of your mind, be in control of what you're thinking, be in control of what you're perceiving and what's happening here. Don't allow your emotions to cloud your judgment, your thoughts, your anything like that. You know, we're all in peculiar times at the moment. We don't actually know what's going on. We're all a little bit blind to the obvious, to the truth, to the whatever. There's so many hearsay stories. There's so many, you know, what ifs and all sorts of things going around. You've got to make sure that you don't fall victim to that. You've got to listen to what you're hearing. Listen to what sounds true for you. Don't allow your fear, your emotion, and your panic to control and to rule what you're doing. Okay, so King of Swords, he's all about taking control. He's all about being strong. He's all about being fearless. He's all about being that person that doesn't allow fear and emotional panic to rule him. Connected to that, oh wow, double whammy, guys. The Emperor, look at him. He's like sitting there, I think he's sitting on Mars. He's like all masculine. He's all like in control. And he's even got a chess piece in his hand. And he's like ready. I'm ready to play my piece. So when it's my move, bam, I'm playing it. And it's going to be, oh my word, what do you call it? Chessmate. Okay. So he's ready. He's ready to play his move. He's got it all. And again, emotions not involved. Okay. We have these two really strong, really powerful guys, really powerful men that are coming through with this message for you today. Don't allow emotions to hinder you, to hold you back, to stop you, to prevent you. We need to be emotionless. We need to be strong. We need to be courageous. We need to be brave. We need to have our wits about us. We need to be thinking clearly. We need to be thinking a step or two ahead of everybody else, because how are you going to play your move if you don't know what everybody else is doing? So you need to be strategizing, planning, thinking. You need to be a step ahead, and you need to make sure that you're not allowing your emotions, your good or your bad emotions, okay? We're not just talking about the negative stuff. We're talking about the positive stuff as well. We need to be logical. We need to be systematic. We need to be all of those kind of energies and those kind of thoughts. What we don't need to be is feels. We don't want to be emotional. All right. So those of you who chose bundle 3, we need to be strong, courageous, brave. We need to be logical. We need to be all of those things. We need to make sure that we are ready to play the move when the time is right. Okay. Wow. So I'm now going to be using my tea leaf fortune cards, and as you can see, they are round. There's 200 of them, and they have symbols on them with the short little interpretations or messages. So let's see what the tea leaves, how the tea leaves want to add to the message that we have already received. So giving them a shuffle, and it's so hard to shuffle round cards. I did shuffle beforehand, but obviously I like to shuffle when I have you on screen. But yeah, impossible to shuffle these. It's so hard. Okay, so I have shuffled sufficiently before I throw them on the floor. Now let's see if we can take a card from them. I'm going to take that one over there. Oh, it's so hard. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to pull it out. So you got the ram, and the message of the ram at the bottom is a stubborn, aggressive person. And you know, normally this would be saying that the stubborn, aggressive person's coming into your life, or you have to deal with them or something. But actually, I'm going to say that this is what you need to become. You need to be a little bit more stubborn. You need to be a little bit more aggressive, because I'm saying that because of our King of Swords and our Emperor. You know, they are strong, they are aggressive, they are stubborn. And it's not aggressive as in violent, okay? It's aggressive as in standing for what you believe in, not backing down, not giving in, being strong and courageous in your belief in what you want, what you want to do, how you want to do it, who you want to do it with, all of that kind of stuff. So you've got the ram, a stubborn and aggressive person. And my interpretation for you is that you need to be more ram, okay? Be more head, less heart. Okay, more head, less heart. Right, I love that. And you know what? I know it's not easy. Can I just add, I know it's not easy. I know we as human beings, we are emotional beings. We feel so deeply. And all of you who chose bundle 3, I'm sure you are incredibly emotional, and you're probably looking at this going, Rene, how do I be more Ram? How do I be less emotional? And you know what? I think it's about being more assertive in your belief system, more assertive in what you want for yourself, recognizing the significance of you, recognizing that you don't have to bow down to everybody else's expectations and requirements. You're allowed to stand up and say, hey, that doesn't work for me. You're allowed to stand up and say, no, I don't like that. I want whatever. So it's about being more assertive. It's about being more courageous and brave in expressing you. Okay. So now we're going to finish it off with an Animal Kingdom Oracle card. These are really awesome cards. So let's see, what is the Animal Kingdom? Whoops, and I've just thrown them all over the table. What does the Animal Kingdom want you to know? What is the message that the Animal Kingdom has? And how does it tie in with what we've already spoken about and received today? Okay. Let's take that one over there. So we have this beautiful sea dragon. There we go. I'm just trying to hold it so that you can read the message at the bottom. You've got the sea dragon, and the message at the bottom here, it says, be gentle with yourself. So as much as your message today has been a little bit of a slap through the face, okay, it's been a little bit like, rah, a little bit tough and all the rest of it, but I do think you need to, and you know, these tiny little sea dragons, I mean, they really are quite tiny, and they just seem to float and go through life. They don't seem to be too in control, but let me tell you, I think they are. I think they know exactly what they're doing. They find the current and they just go with the current, but they know and they trust and they believe that the current's going to take them where they need, where there's food, where there's shelter, where there's everything that they need. And they are very gentle on themselves. They recognize their own strengths, they recognize their own weaknesses, and they just go with that. And that's what you need to do. Okay. You need to be a little bit more sea dragon with yourself. Be strong, be brave, be courageous, trust, be a little bit hot-headed, hard-headed, hot-headed, all of that. Recognize that you need to be in control of your mind, in control of your thoughts, and in control of whatever's happening in your head. Be ready to play your move. Be ready to act. Be ready to play your card or to play your chess piece when the time is right. But always, be gentle with yourself. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 3, that is your message. I do hope that it helped you, guided you, gave you the inspiration and the motivation you needed. Please support my work by giving a thumbs up if you resonated with this message, if you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, show me some love, and put a little positive comment in the description box or in the comments below. Doing that really does help my channel. It helps me, social media algorithms. The more people that interact and like and comment, the more it shows the content to others. So if you enjoy my work, if you enjoy my content, keep the channel going by showing me some love with some likes and some comments. With love and blessings from my heart to yours until we do this again next week. You take care.